Please don't make me run laps.
No, I can't do it. They can do it. They work out every day. They can do it. You're all right. I appreciate it.
First question, Marina. Worked with Ewell now for a little over a year, and we're playing overseas in Turkey than last season. And what do you just have to say about her growth, especially her shot versatility that she was able to show today?
I mean, when we were in Turkey, like, she was in that gym every day, like shooting, doing free throws, doing short rolls, practicing spray passes, and then obviously in the games we got a lot of reps together. So honestly, I'm proud of her growth because she really put the time in, and just as a leader, like, she's there for you. She wants her teammates to be successful. So honestly, she's one of the best people and players in our favor.
Dana, you kind of found your groove there in the second quarter. 9 of your total points came in just that quarter. What is it about, that those early quarters for you, especially more the first half, that you're able to find your stride and get your offensive going?
I think in the first quarter is usually me just trying to set the offense up and settle it down and make sure I get everybody where they need to be. And then I think second quarter is usually when I try to be a little bit more aggressive and find the opening spots to just attack. Even if I'm not getting a layup, I feel like getting in the lane, making plays is just as good.
You guys are earning a reputation in the league as one of the most physical teams so far through the first 2 weeks. I think that's been something I've heard more than once. What do you take away from that?
I mean, we're not gonna let anyone punk us, so I feel like we always throw the first punch. I think just coming out, I feel like it started on the defensive end. It starts with me pressuring the ball, being disruptive, making them start their offense out. And I think they just follow suit, and we just I feel like are really aggressive defensively now and more physical. We don't want them to catch the ball where they want to. We want to make them uncomfortable.
But I guess what is that rooted in? The competition that's going on in practice, the messaging from Teresa, where is this coming from?
I mean, look at the talent that we have on the team, and we got players that can really get up and pressure, and we have strong players, athletic players. So that's one reason. And then another reason, Coach Spoon is putting us in the right positions so that we can be aggressive. Like, if you're not in the right positions defensively, you can't make steals, you can't make deflections and stuff like that. And then also we have a point guard that's faster than everybody. So she's out there and she's pressuring, and as a teammate, if you're back there just chilling while she's pressuring, I mean, it looks bad. So then you're going to come deny. So, it's kind of a string and everybody gets on it. So, I still think we can be more consistent with it though. Like, we haven't, I feel like even these 6 games, we've been good defensively, but I don't think we've been great.
I'll say one more thing. I feel like our assistant coach, Sydney, does a really good job of putting us in positions defensively, like showing us clips on where we could be better and up to touch and just being physical. I think he's really installed that defense on us for sure.
And then coming into tonight, you guys were 1-3 in clutch games, which are decided by 5 points or less. Tonight didn't get to that point, but obviously the Sparks were mounting that comeback, pulled it within 9. I guess what kind of is happening in those moments where teams are cutting into leads or you guys are trying to come back? Where is kind of the disruption happening that's allowing games to get away in those moments?
I think it starts with me as the point guard. I think I just got to get us more settled down. I feel like when we go on runs, we kind of feel like we got to make it back up, or we got to make it all up on one possession, where just settle down, execute, and get stops. I feel like I have to do a better job of putting us in positions, because I feel like I kind of leave them out to dry, and I go to the corner if Marina got the ball. But if I go and get it and set us up and put us in something, and I feel like that'll be better. Chris?
For both of you guys, what kind of factors led to 27 total assists today?
I mean, we've been talking about sharing the ball. We've been preaching it. We all can score. So I feel like we just play really unselfish, and we see what happens when we play like that. We get the win.
Yeah, it's having that patience offensively. Like, when you have people that are really talented offensively, you always think well, I can just go score right now. And probably, but sometimes it's better to just move it and get a little bit easier shot. And that was something that we kind of worked on from last game, because we felt like we didn't move it as much.
Mike?
Guys, congrats on the win. This one's for both of you guys. I was wondering, game aside, sellout crowds, the fans waiting for you guys outside right now. We've been louder than ever every single game. What does this mean for you guys to see Sky Town show this year?
I mean, honestly, we're just really grateful. They come and they turn us up. They're there. They're kind of like our 6th man. They're super loud and they're here for us. Like you hear them, they're booing if it doesn't go our way, and they're cheering super loud. So it makes you want to go and fight more. So I hope to see them come back because they're honestly the best fans in the W.
Harley. One more for you, Danny. You set a career high in steals today. With 5 steals. Is that something that you really wanted to pride your game on defensively? We've just seen a higher steal rate out of you this season compared to seasons past.
Yeah, I think that has to be my focus going into every game, just pressure the ball. I feel like it took them out of their rhythm offensively, and I feel like that's when we go on our runs, when I'm being disruptive and getting in the passing lanes. I think my hands were active, and I was just going for it today. I can't take the fouls with me. I don't even think I got a foul today either. But I feel like I just got to be more aggressive defensively. Like that's what I can do, and that's what I can bring to this team. So I got to continue to do that.
Last few, Zachary.
Dana, this another one for you. Going into tonight, coming off of Tuesday, there was obviously that emphasis on the need to protect the ball. I thought you all did a really good job of that. There were a couple times I noticed that when you had the ball, whether in transition, you went to the hole and then brought it back up to the perimeter to kind of set up the offense. Was that intentional on your part as far as just trying to protect the ball, generally speaking?
Yes, I think for me, it's just taking like a woosah and just calm it down a little bit. I just get so excited and so amped up. I just have to take a deep breath. So I feel like that calms me down a little bit. Going and I don't have nothing. I don't see nothing. Bring it out, and I feel like I can set it up. But I just keep going. I can't stop.
Third row on your left.
Hi, Marina. So every single year in the WNBA, you've improved your season scoring average. So I'm wondering how each year, you've seen yourself kind of opening up the floor and feeling more comfortable in space to allow that to go up every single year.
Yeah, I mean, when I came into this league, I probably wasn't ready for it. So just going in the off seasons and nitpicking my offense. Like every single time I try to add the post up, I try to add the mid range, I try to add getting to the basket. And then it's a matter of deciding what the best option is for our team. So just, me being able to work on myself, but also having teammates that are willing to get me the ball in places that I can be successful and being unselfish about it. So, I appreciate my teammates.
Last couple, third row on your right.
This can be from Marina. You all had 6 3-pointers in the first quarter as opposed to 3 in the first half last game. Is that game plan coming into it, or did you just see something different tonight?
I mean, I was planning to shoot threes, in my lie. But, hopefully we got open and we moved the ball. So, like, when we get in our feet in the paint and stuff, and we can spray it out and move the ball around the perimeter, it's easier threes. I think last game we took a little bit tougher threes. So, we have good shooters on this team. We're definitely looking to shoot threes.
Thank you, players.
Definitely.
Some questions for Coach. We'll go Annie, Harley.
I'll just start it. I got the best crew in the world, don't I? A little rock star. Get out of here with those tickets. Get out of here. Thank you. They appreciate it. They appreciate everything.
Tonight, all 11 players aside from Kaiser, points up on the board. How, do you see? What do you see this team's capability in terms of getting everybody involved? And how important is that going to be moving forward to get everybody involved in the saw tonight?
It's big for us. We're pretty versatile. Have so many different weapons that we can use. It's big when you take a look at the scoring and it's being shared. We talk about sharing the ball and how important that is. It's difficult to defend a team when you're sharing the ball, moving the ball. I have a great group who's learning how to do that game by game. And we're learning, we're doing it, and we're seeing how successful we can be when we do it.
Harley and Chris.
Hey, Coach. First off, start a little negative, but the third quarters have kind of been an issue for you guys in these last few wins, in these last few games where your opponents have been able to make it within single digits. What is it about coming out of halftime that you feel like you need to make adjustments for moving forward?
It's not negative. It's not a negative comment at all. It's what is the truth. So we have to be better coming out in the third quarter. We always talking about that. We always talk about 0-0. And I think everybody's heard you say that across the board in basketball. It's 0-0 now. And we have to put our foot the pedal and go. And unfortunately, we had a bad start again in the third quarter. But what I like about my group is the resiliency, us finding a way to get those stops and regain the momentum. That was big for us. Again, growth, development, learning, understanding the importance of it. So we'll get there, know how important it is for us to have great starts every quarter, not just the third quarter.
You've also spoken about how important it is to have Isabel Harrison back, but also just not only her offensive ability, but her ability as a screener. She was able to kind of create extra space for you guys today to have Marina get some extra shots. How important is it to have her back in a lineup and when she's finally healthy?
Understands the game extremely well. She understands what she has to do. She knows being a great screener gets people open and also gets you open. But the thing about Izzy is she does an incredible job defensively. She's aggressive. She's in pass where they cannot run their offense. They cannot get to the options that they want to get to. She's incredible defensively. She rebound the basketball. And remember, she's just getting her legs underneath her. She's getting her timing, getting her rhythm. You'll see a lot more from her because she can score the ball as well. So that's going to be big for us as she continues to get better and get into the flow of what we're doing.
27 assists and 13 steals are a really good stat. But which one stands out to you more and why?
Sharing the ball. Sharing the ball stands out the most. I'm big on moving the ball, big on seeing assists and how it creates opportunities for us and buckets for us. We're big on that. But of course, when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, that's where we hang our hat. And you hang your hat on that side because we're a team about defensive stops, offensive runs. And we were really active. We were truly active with our hands in passing lanes, getting deflections, and getting steals, and we were out running. That makes us go. We want that to make us go. And we were really good on that side of the ball. So tonight is both for me. But when it comes on the offensive end, it's assisting the ball, finding the open person, doing the right things, getting your feet in the paint. If you draw, read and react. What do you find? What do you have? What did you create? What is the mismatch? We're learning all of those things. And then defensively, in my mind, there's no excuse about what you do on the defensive side of the ball. The energy and the effort is always there from these young ladies, so we're proud of what we're doing.
Coach, strong performances today from Marina and Elizabeth in particular and Dana. So with a team with high touted rookies such as your own with Angel and Camilla, how does the presence of veterans help get these rookies comfortable and then also help you in games like this where you need reliable buckets so they can step up and provide that?
Well, we have a great group of veterans who are really taking our young ladies to the side and helping them to understand what this league is all about, especially the physicality, especially the speed, the strength. And Angel and Camilla, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're just learning what this league is all about. And trust me, they fit. They'll go with any challenge. They don't back away from anything. They're very confident in who they are, what they bring. They know they have veterans around them who are going to bring them along in the right way. So we're very comfortable where they are and where they will be.
Steven?
Hey, Coach. It seems like after every game, somebody has a question about Elizabeth Williams, which really just speaks to how impactful she is for the team. I was just curious, because it seems like her play is like a barometer for the ceiling of the team at any given moment. What are your assessments of just the general impact that she has on everything that she's on?
She does all the little things right. She does all the little things right. And when you have a player who does all the little things right, some great things are going to happen. She has no problem with doing anything that's asked of her. She anchors us defensively. She gets key blocks, key rebounds, and then she's running the floor, setting screens, getting people open, and then she scores. That's huge for us. She knows what her role is, and she plays it very well. And she's having a hell of a season. And with us knowing who she is, that will continue. She's a very consistent basketball player.
And the last quick one for you. It really seems like you all are establishing a relationship with your style of play that engages the crowd. Do you feel like that's playing to you all truly having like a home court advantage in the field where you're keeping them continuously involved with the game?
We don't just want it to be a home court advantage. We want to take advantage while we're home. We want to do what we're supposed to do when we're at home, and the crowd is going to always help. But what we teach is, no matter where you are, noise is noise. No matter where you are, noise is noise. And it should get you going, but especially when it's home, you know it is for you. It is for you. This is a hell of a crowd that we have. A great group that's coming out and supporting us and keeping us alive. They're supporting us in the right way. They see what we have. They see how we're growing. And it's big. It's great. It's great to see. I was excited the other day to see everybody out. It's pouring down rain. That was big. So Chicago is understanding what we're trying to do and they're supporting us in a great way, and we appreciate it.
Last few, Zachary and Kristen.
Hey, Coach. Kennedy had another great performance tonight. 14 points, 6 for 10 from the field, and 4 assists. Just wondering if you could speak to how vital she is coming off the bench and providing tremendous relief to the offense.
And she's our energy. She's our energy. She's a go-to player when she comes in the second unit. She's explosive. She's electric. She can do basically what she wants to and when she wants to, but she's playing with the team. A player who can score the ball, but most importantly, she's a willing passer. She wants to get down on the other end. She'll guard anyone. You know, I've even said to her, you know, you go guard her. As we're saying, Coach, I'm not a big guard. You know, they want to take the challenge. And when you have a group of young women who are willing to take on the challenge, man, you got something really special. And Kennedy is a very special athlete. Everyone talks about the opportunity that's been given. She's taking full advantage of her opportunity. She wants the world to know that she's here. She can play this game.
We'll end with Chris and Mike.
Coach, you talked about before the game, you know, knowing the story behind players like that, Kaiser. How important was it for Kaiser to get to see the floor?
Well, every one of them to see the floor. And when you get an opportunity with the lineups we have, with the players that we have, and how we're trying to utilize everyone to kind of gain that cohesiveness that we're looking for. And when the opportunity presents itself, we want to get them on the floor. We want them to have those minutes. They work their ass off every day too. So you want them to have those minutes so they can feel comfortable getting on the floor. The experience is key. You can't imagine what that experience feels like when you touch the floor. So I was extremely excited to see her touch the floor. When she shot it, in my mind and probably everybody's mind on the bench, it was going to be a bucket. That's just how well she can shoot the basketball. But that won't be the last time you see Kaiser hit the floor.
We'll end with Mike.
Coach, congrats on the win. I was wondering if you could kind of talk about, like a little bit earlier, about Kennedy. She's been a pillar for this defense and a spark for this offense. What did you see from her this past offseason when you were putting this team together that you thought would be so great with this team?
Just that. When you have a player like that, most people would think that they want to just catch the ball, shoot and go, do whatever they want. She knows how to play the game. She plays with her teammates. She makes everyone better when she steps on that floor because she opens the floor. She gets downhill. She can find people, but she can also finish. She's just electric. She's an incredible player to play with. Everyone loves being around her. The young ladies enjoy being around her. Teammates love her. So we're excited about the way she's taking advantage of the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Thank you,
Appreciate
everyone.
you guys. Y'all look good in here. Y'all look good. Y'all look way better than me, man. And then y'all giving cookies and shit. What y'all doing?
I gotta say,